Boys and girls, we're going to talk about writing for week 8, which is the week of May 11th. Your writing focus is about nonfiction books. Also, last week we talked about how to write a nonfiction book. So if you have started writing one, these are some things that you could be adding to your writing when you're editing or making it a little bit better. This is the chart we're going to look at today. How can I teach my readers? Now, we have looked at actually a lot of these, but it was a while ago. So some are review and some are new. How can I teach my readers? Remember, the reason that you write a nonfiction book is because you want to teach someone about something. So you want it to be something that you know a lot of facts about. And remember, you can research the topic you want to write about on Myon. There's a lot of books that you can search for. So look on Myon and pick a topic that you want to learn facts about, and then write your own book. Remember, they need to be your own. So I'm going to kind of use this book, Tigers, as an example. So this book is all about tigers. It's not going to have every single one of these, but it's going to have some of them that I'll show you. The first one says, think about questions my readers might have. So before I even start writing my book, I'm going to think, what facts do I definitely want to include that a reader would want to learn? When I'm going to read about an animal, a lot of times I'm going to want to know, where do they live? What do they eat? Maybe you can teach something about the babies, or do they have any other interesting facts about them? So kind of think, what facts should I include? Okay, that's kind of a part of your planning. Then the next one says, write twin sentences. Now, we've talked about twin sentences before. That is when you start writing a sentence about a fact, and then you're going to add to it. Let's see what the example is here. It's a little small. It says, dogs like biscuits. That's the first sentence. So I'm going to pick something from this sentence that I think needs a little bit more explanation, like the word biscuits. So dogs like biscuits, period. My next sentence is going to explain what biscuits are. Biscuits are like cookies, okay? So, for example, in this book, I can't remember what page, so I'm just going to share with you. They talk about tigers are carnivores. That's a really important fact. It tells what they eat. But maybe my reader doesn't know what that word carnivores means. So I need to add a twin sentence to explain that. Tigers are carnivores, period. Carnivores only eat meat. Okay, so now I know that new word, and I know what tigers eat. So that's a really good way to teach your reader. The next one says include pictures. Okay, so remember, when we're adding pictures, we can be labeling, we can do arrows. There are tons of tiger pictures in this book, and you would expect to learn lots about. These are cool because they are photographs. So they are pictures of real tigers, right? Drawings work too, though. Add some labels. Like a lot of these have the label of what kind of tiger it is. So in the corner here, it says Bengal tiger. Okay, so that's like adding some information to your picture. And that actually goes along with this one down here. Use a picture to add more information. So adding labels. This page says built for hunting. And it has all the different parts of a tiger, their coat, their teeth, their eyes, their paws, their tail, their back legs. And it explains, along with a picture, what they use those for. Okay. We could actually talk about this page also for this next one. Use size, shape, and color words. So they're going to tell us about maybe the size of their teeth, or the shape of their paws, or how long their tail is. Okay, all those facts to explain some more facts. The next one, making a comparison. We talked about this one a while ago. You can see in the picture, we were talking about shark teeth. So a shark's teeth are sharp like a knife. So you can see that it's like a knife. It doesn't mean their teeth are looking exactly like knives, but they're sharp like a knife is sharp. So if you can think of something like that, it doesn't have to be about teeth. Not every animal is going to have really sharp teeth that you're writing about. So think of something else it reminds you of. All right, giving an example. So this one, talks about toys, you could tell what kinds of toys are there. So if you were talking about tigers, maybe you want to talk about the types of tigers there are as examples. All right, we already talked about this one, about adding more information with your pictures. Using big and bold pop-out words. In this tiger book, I actually don't have any examples of that, but it's a really easy thing to add when you're writing a really important word. Don't do it all the time. Save it for those really important words. When you have something super important, you can really make it bold. You can see down here, this word is darker. Maybe you kind of go over it when you're writing. You go over it a couple times to show how important that word is. The last one says using speech bubbles. And to be honest with you, I think that's a little bit confusing to do in nonfiction books. So just skip that one over for now. So I want you to be working on a nonfiction book this week. Next week, we're going to be adding some certain things to that book. So if you could work this week to kind of, if your book's not all the way done, that's okay, but get a book started so that we can add some things to it for next week. Okay? You guys are doing awesome. I will talk to you soon.